Hi, this is Rod with Custom Chronicles, and today we are doing this. We're doing a Harley Davidson tank. It's a FXR setup here, and well, what we got is we got some faded candy paint. It's a little bit on the orange side, and there's some of the old stuff, and it's still a little bit on the orange side. But we are refreshing this, redoing the stripes, keeping the original emblem. So anyways, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to start sanding this down, get ready for prime. Here's the other parts. We're going to paint them too. Right there, front fender, rear fender already sanded, and I was like, oh crap, I got to do a video on this. So anyways, that's sanded. It wasn't even painted. It was a replacement fender. It was a maroon metallic single stage, not a candy coat paint. And well, there we go. This is the beginning of it. I am going to go ahead and get these sanded with 80, get them in prime, and then I'll pick up the video from there. Okay, got everything put up here. We're going to go ahead and start laying down the silver base on this FXR project here. And we're going to re-candy it apple red, which if I haven't mentioned already, probably have twice or more. But there we go. We're going to get this sprayed. Lay down the silver base. This probably doesn't show up very well because of where I'm at in the lighting. Right up in there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start shooting the candy on here. Pardon my muffled voice, I got the respirator on. And of course, as always, I need to fix my air hose. But we're going to go ahead and start laying some candy apple red on. And, well, let's get into it. Kind of going up in the tunnel underneath first, get this gun dialed in. Just gently putting it on. I'm not trying to hammer it on right away. That way I don't get any runs off the bat. Well, I want to tack up so it gets stiff on the surface there. We'll give that a second. Move over here to the other side. Get my lighting. It's another issue I got to work with. You see how it's kind of modeling? So I'll get that all sorted out. I'm not worried about it yet. fender. Back over to here, and we're just going to go gently, right down the middle, start filling this in. All right, first walk around, just kind of show this here. The red's on. I got to even it out. It's a little light there. So the work's still beginning. After I put on the first red coat, I let it sit for a while, make sure it gets good and firmed up, flashed off right. This way I don't have a running issue, because you just don't want to run the candy. And you can see how it's a little light right here. And then we'll go over here to the tank, and this is how that's looking right there. So we're looking pretty good. I still got some stuff to sort out on it, but all in all, we're in the right direction. So I'll get some more spraying done. Now we're just going to take a quick look at this. This is a second coat. Now I got it all evened out, and I'm trying to show it here without flooding out with the light, but you can kind of see how this is, the grain of the metallic, all that there. I got it all evened out. So now it's just building in the color, making it richer and everything. So there it is. It looks wonderful, just gorgeous. And so anyway, so I gotta come back and even this out. I'm trying to show that. It's light, that's light. So the second coat is actually the coat that really starts to make it go. So, and that's just being patient, going back and forth, 75% overlap. The first coat, I didn't put a lot of material down. I didn't try to get the color on it so quickly and have an issue with running. And then I'll let it tack up for a while. But this is how you end up with these kind of results. is different methods, just taking your time and get comfortable with what you're doing. And I'm very comfortable with how I spray candy. Some people don't like it. I've been called a sword fighter, and but at the end of the day, if you were to see this tank, no blotching, color consistency, etc., etc., and obviously no runs. And then I'll come back and I'll touch up on some of the stuff that needs to be touched up. Every coat, I start hitting specific areas that are a little bit light, like right in the top of the where that tape is. Not that you're going to see it because there's a center console, but also up there in the neck there's a little bit of silver. I'll make sure that stuff gets hit, so I'll do the best I can getting that covered. But there we go, second coat of candy, looking good, and I got a little bit in the tunnel to do, and I'll get that sorted out as well.
%75 overlap. Bring it all the way down the edge, make sure you get the edges real good. That's a problem for a lot of people, is they won't go all the way past the edge. There it is. Come over here, see how that white that is. I already did the side brackets there.
Okay, 5 coats of candy later, and 3 coats of clear. I'm going to be sanding this down. I got a pinstripe next, but I wanted to get the candy protected. And wow, it really looked good. I'm real happy with this. You know, metal flake candy, custom painting, just the way the dynamic is that comes out in the paint, it's just incredible. It's amazing that that somebody like myself in this small shop can do these kinds of finishing, and I'm real happy with this. And I got to cut that out, and you'll see what happens with that. And we'll just go ahead and kind of just look at this tank. Of course, to be thorough and complete, went through the tunnel, did all that too, and there you go. Looks great. And then we'll keep moving on this project. Now we're into the next morning, and we got the emblems cut out of the decals, and look at that candy. I don't know, it just, this camera does not show how good it looks with the grain and, you know, the sparkle in the paint. But we're going to go ahead 600 this down. I got to put the stripe that goes around on here, and it's going to be a 2-color stripe, so we got to do that on the both fenders in this. And then wet sanded buffing this will be finished up. But it is just gorgeous. This paint is just awesome. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. So I'm not going to show the wet sanding process. It's just kind of I'll do the pinstriping a little bit, and that's about it. And it's just a short, brief video. This isn't too terribly custom. We did change the paint just a pinch, kept the emblem, and we're changing the stripes because of the original factory stripes were just kind of awful in the color. They just didn't jive so well. And so anyways, here we are. We're going to get this done. All right, fine people. I've got this striped out here. And well, actually you got the tape on. I'm fixing to stripe it out. I've been doing a lousy job of doing video on this one. I've got to get my system better. I actually need some help, but I can't afford it right now. But here's this right there. Other side. Now that's my guideline because this is a two position stripe. And so anyways, we're gonna get it marked down and the stripe pulled, and then yep, there we go. Okay, gonna be pinstriping this, doing the outside line now. I'm gonna sit right here. Hopefully I don't have my elbow or nothing in the way. We'll get everything paletted out. Again, I'm not 100% prepared for this. Typical for me. What I'm doing is going ahead, hit the outside here. And I'm going to do some pull strokes. All right. Shit can't all that. Now we're going to start here. Okay. Here we are. Got the inside just roughed in right there. I'm going to go ahead and start the outside. Doing my pull strokes. Yeah, let's see. Hopefully that's in the camera. I'm not putting my big pumpkin in the way. And just gently going around. There it is, but it seems like I'm painting more of the tape than I am that. I may put this in the time lapse too, because I don't want to be too redundant, which is exactly what I did. I ended up painting on top of the tape. So it happens to get old and your vision starts to go to crap. Hopefully that's showing in the camera, because I am not adjusting until I get done this stripe. Doing a terrible job. Palette it out right there. Again, I don't have a big ass studio or nothing. It's just me in here on this garage floor, making things happen the best I can with absolutely no budget. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take a gander. There's the stripe, a little crappy up there, but I'll get that fixed. And you kind of get the point there. So I'm gonna put the camera down, maybe set up for some time lapse here after I get this tank done. And oh, there it is. All right, now we got both of the lines on. Now these aren't completed yet, they're thin. I'm actually gonna thicken them up and clean them up a little bit because they're kind of a little sloppy, where I was kind of trying to go around the tape line, you know, which is the guideline right there. But we're going to get all that fixed up in the next go around. I just got to kind of let it tack up, and then I'm going to go to move to a fender and get that done next. I'm going to go ahead and pull the tape. That's my next deal here, and we'll see how good I got it. I already see where I missed some red, I think. So maybe putting this tape back down, we'll find out in a second. Now I got very little there. All right, I got enough right in here, really thin. And then, you know, basically this is my guideline. Now with the tape removed, I'm not going to get confused visually about where how the paint's going down, because now I'll just go ahead and double down, make the lines where I want them, how thick, and all I got to do is follow the you know, the pinstripe that's already down. That's going to be my guide. Miss a spot right there, but that's okay. I'm not going to sweat it. I'll correct that as I go. And there it is, double lines right there. So I'm pretty happy with that. What I did, there's something very subtle on this, is I actually thinned the stripe up. It's a little bit fatter, but with this color I want this edge right here to be more visible, this rounded curve, and this more on the flat. And that's just, I squeeze it in just a pinch to do that. So I think that actually really helped this out. And well, there we are. You can see all that. So, and then I still got to clean up some stuff there. And so we're moving along. I'm very happy with that. So I'm going to do the rear fender. I'm not even going to show that. I'm kind of, you know, I don't want to be too redundant on this channel where it's just me pinstriping stuff all the time. I got to get some of these other projects and get video of it, different things that I do. So anyways, I'm getting to run the motorcycles. That's why I'm showing all this stuff right now. I'm more in tune with trying to show the candy painting and how I do it. That way, you know, beginners and stuff like that, or people that are trying to learn this stuff, have a basics on it. So that's my philosophy from this video, and I'm gonna just basically shut up now. So there we go. All right, I wanted to show this piece here. It's all polished out. It's the, you know, the front fairing or the headlight cover or whatever, and just the way this paint is in the morning sun, it's just gorgeous. Yep, you got to get all the pieces looking this good. All right, I'm out here enjoying the good weather while we have it, and went ahead and got the, you know, the imitation gold stripe down. I put that down. I followed all the way through. It's just a habit of mine, because I can use this section right here to get kind of going. And so anyways, there's the stripe there. And I've still got to come back and get this red stripe right here. I'm going to deal with that. And so anyways, that's where I'm at. Looks good. So I'm pretty happy. We're ready to get this into clear. All right, here we are. You got the stripes on, and I just wasn't thinking. I should have filmed the first coat of clear, see how this jumps out. But this is just looking amazing. And the rear fender here, just wonderful how this is coming out. And the tank. Just beautiful. There's candy apple red. You know, this is old stock stuff that I have. Just so wonderful, and the way it looks, and the richness of grain. Somebody commented on my YouTube short of this about putting it over gold. I do that. It's not often. Most people go for the brightness of the silver, but the gold gives it a richness as well, and it's just one of those things. You pick your poison, you know. It's all just wonderful, and here it is. I'm real happy with that. I guess this video is kind of just really just hodgepodge, unfortunately. So